Welcome to Kroger Field. It's Nick Roush and Adam Luckett. We just listened to Mark Stoops talk for about 30 minutes, and you should go to PortRoyalPlants.com and get some organic CBD Kentucky Proud products made right here in the Bluegrass State in Henry County. Outstanding stuff. I'm a big fan of the balm. Rub it on the lower back. Makes me feel like a young man again, even though I'm not young. I'm old. I don't have any hair, and I'm losing hair after watching the Wildcats come up just short in Oxford. But Luckett, after talking to Mark Stoops, I don't know. I feel kind of good. That was an enlightening conversation with the head coach.
His best press conference of the season, I would say. We got a lot of. We didn't get injury information.
Yeah,
really.
We didn't get any
no
injury
real intel there, but he opened up on a lot of things. First things first, he really complimented the fans there at the end. Said it was a great environment and was just really enthused with just the atmosphere and what the setting, what they were in on Saturday, playing a legit top 15 on the road team on the road. Hit with some adversities. Team didn't back down. Played really, really, really hard, and kind of teams that were trading haymakers there. But the team is banged up, as he says. They're dealing with a lot of injury news. Ryan Lemon spilled some tea earlier for us today on this Monday morning. So we have to see where they are. We don't really know, so we're going to have to wait to find out. But really,
let's make quick educated guesses, Luckett, all right? So J.J. Weaver, let's go ahead and say he's in, even though he was not on the depth chart. Feel like he's going to be playing Saturday. Jacquez Jones. Probably out, but not off the depth chart. It might not be as dire as Ryan indicated, but probably going to be out at least through the bye week, right? Mm-hmm. So that's 3 weeks to get healthy for that Tennessee game. Who knows about Smoke? Who knows about Josiah Hayes?
Jeremy Flax,
you got the sense that it's like, it's kind of bad, but maybe he can be okay.
See after a couple days of treatment.
Yeah. So we're playing a lot of the we'll see game when it comes to the injuries. But Luckett, I did get a little bit of confidence from a morale standpoint where like that can be a very deflating loss to be this close so many times and still come up short. But Stoops didn't sound the horn, and he really has some confidence in his cast that, like, you know what, they're a mature team, and they're not going to let this really suck the wind out of them.
Yeah. Now it's time to go prove it. We're going to have to see it on the field. Kentucky's 10.5-point favorite right now out in the desert. They're a better team in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. They need to come out here and handle their business. But we do have to see it. I like what he said. You know, he kind of doubled down again on the explosiveness of the offense.
Yep.
Tackles for loss are going to happen. They're willing to live with some of that if they can create the chunk plays. Now you just have to finish drives. That was the big thing against Ole Miss. They did not finish scoring opportunities, but they're not trading Will Levis for anything. If anything, they just want him to calm down a little bit.
Yep.
That was the big thing, I think, from Stoops today was just he's just got to calm down and just relax a little bit and play quarterback. I think really what you're pointing to there is the illegal shift snap. When they went quick game after the big 50-yard gain from Barry and Brown. If he waits just a millisecond later, it's a touchdown.
So close.
And then Ole Miss has 58 seconds, or 50 seconds and 3 timeouts to go 75 yards to tie the game potentially, or to win the game. We need a touchdown. So that was really the big thing. No panic, but we didn't think they were going to panic either. But it's a huge test here Saturday. They haven't been great off losses, Nick, and so we're going to have to see them.
3 in a row last year.
We're just going to have to see them bounce back against a team. They're better than here on Saturday.
There's been back-to-back losses, and every season that I can remember going back to 18, probably 17 too. We'll do a little research. We'll crunch some numbers after this. But to go back to the protection standpoint, probably see some tight ends hanging back a little bit more. I thought he was insightful too, like talking about Chris. He's not in game shape. I don't care how many sprints you run. You're going to be struggling a little bit late. Yeah, it was really enlightening from that all the way to rules, talking about the targeting.
It's very confusing on a national level on what, we're allowed to do as defensive players and what you're not allowed to do. I just, that part of it with the targeting and with all that is very confusing. Very, very confusing at the national level. I thought we were getting away from some of the stuff, for the protection of even the defensive players. The way we tackle and hitting with the crown of your helmet, you know what I mean? I thought it was supposed to be out, but it's very hard, because of the national rules on that. And, heck, man, I can't even answer how to enforce it anymore. I know as a defensive coach, we are not teaching, anything where your eyes are, when you're hitting somebody, because you're going to hurt yourself let alone the player you're hitting, you're going to hurt yourself.
He's like, hey, we don't know what targeting is. We're not teaching our defensive players to hit like that. But like, what's the deal? Like, we got to fix this on a national level because it's kind of like the NFL was with a catch for a long time.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what targeting is. We've got to get that ironed out.
How about the replay review guy do his job? How about him review the thing? Clear it. I didn't see it in the press box, so I didn't really have an opinion. Went back and watched the game tape. It's clear as day.
Yeah.
Why is it not being reviewed? Like, what are you doing, guy? Do your job. Review the
He
plays.
even had a TV timeout to get a second look at it.
Well, and then
Without
not
having
only
to
that,
stop it.
he reviewed other plays that during a TV timeout. Waited till we got back on TV. I don't know if he was sleeping or what, but the guy needs to do better. SEC officiating is ridiculous. That needs to be fixed. But I don't want to blame that. That's not why Kentucky lost the game. But they need to be better at that. And for Kentucky, it's a lot of it's, Nick, is just execution on offense. Sloppy football. It's procedure penalties. It's a block here, a block there. It's protecting the quarterback. It's getting rid of the ball when you need to get rid of the ball.
Snapping the ball, picking up the hold. I mean, I do want to just say, folks, we got to appreciate our guy Adam Luckett here because Mark Stoops is saying stuff after Adam Luckett says it. So you know that our guy is on the right course. With the 3 procedure penalties on the last 3 drives that didn't end in points. Well, I mean, he was just saying all the things you were already saying. You got the same takes.
Not only that, for those that ride with Kentucky and ride with the Bengals, we learned today that Kentucky had a long snapper injury they're dealing with. So not only is it the Bengals dealing with long snapper injuries, it's the Kentucky Wildcats.
It's tough.
So that is a tough pill to swallow. But on the special teams in general, Mark Stoops, he's happy with it. It's the kicker. It's the snapper. It's the holder. Like, those guys do your job, and there's not much he can do.
He said, what am I going to do? Tell him to kick it through the thing?
Yeah.
You know, he hit it good. It came a little left. It was very gusty down there. I think you guys all felt that when you were out there. It was very gusty, and I thought he hit a good kick. So I don't want to overreact to that. What am I going to tell him? I mean, kick the damn ball through the outlet. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's like a free throw shoot. How do you coach free throw shooting? Hey, stay out there, dribble twice, make the shot. There's not much you can do. You either make it or you don't. But they're making really game-changing plays, I think, in every other phase. And so it's tough. He's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't right now with his third phase. So that's got to get fixed. You got to make some kicks. You got to hope you don't see Matt Ruffalo maybe go in the tank after a tough start. I think that seemed like he was a little bit worried about that. So you hope confidence isn't an issue, but it's 2 SEC games and that's been a problem for the team. So there's a lot of stuff to figure out, but there's a lot of good too. The defense is doing some good things. The offense is creating explosive. Dane Key, Barry and Brown are making big plays, but they just got to fix some of the protection. They got to get the running game going more. Mm-hmm. And so, again, you're entering a big spot against South Carolina. Kentucky needs to come out here and play well and not only just play well, they just need to come out here and get a win.
Yep.
No matter what it is, 3-2, 50-0. They just need to find a way to win on Saturday and then get some momentum back in the season because I think they feel good about how they played. It's a 50-50 game, could have gone either way, but they can't let a slide start right now.
Nope, you cannot start sliding. I would ideally appreciate the 50-0 win. So we'll find out Saturday night under the lights right here at Kroger Field. 7:30 kickoff on the SEC Network. Game's sold out. So have a great day. It's going to be outstanding weather this week. Maybe a little Keeneland, Kentucky football daily double. So going to be a great time at Kroger Field. We'll see you Saturday right back here.